Okay, let's just jump right in. If you're an independent quantity surveying consultant, you know the deal, you know the grind. But have you ever gotten to the end of a totally packed month, looked at your calendar, then looked at your bank account, and felt that sinking feeling, that disconnect? Well, that's the busy but broke trap, and today we're gonna talk about how to get out of it for good. I mean, does this hit a little too close to home? You are definitely not alone. It's one of the toughest realities for so many consultants, new and experienced alike. Your calendar is just a wall of color-coded appointments. You're booked solid, but the money just doesn't seem to follow. So what's going on here? And this right here gets to the absolute heart of it. We're all kind of taught to believe that just being busy, that activity, automatically equals income. But you know what? That's a super dangerous assumption to make when you're running your own show. Running flat out on that hamster wheel doesn't mean you're actually getting anywhere. So let's unpack the real reason for this frustrating cycle. Now, what's really interesting here is that the problem usually isn't about finding work, not at all. In fact, a lot of the time, it's the exact opposite. The real issue is the kind of work you're saying yes to. Yep, there it is. The trap is sprung the moment your days get filled up with too much low-value work. It's like you're pouring all your time and amazing expertise into a leaky bucket. You're working for the wrong clients, probably at the wrong price, and it's just draining your energy, your time, and most importantly, your bottom line. So what does this low-value work actually look like? Well, we're talking about those tiny little jobs that honestly take more admin to set up than they're worth, or those one-off documents for kind of desperate clients that never lead to anything bigger. It's the discounted work you took on just to fill a gap in your schedule. And oh yeah, it's definitely all those little quick favors that just chip away at your day. It all feels like progress, but it's not building a real, stable business. Think about it like this for a second. When you're inside a big corporate firm, there's a whole machine built around you, designed to make sure almost every hour you work turns into revenue. But when you step out on your own, that machine is gone, and you learn a really hard truth, really fast. Not all work is actually worth doing. And frankly, not all clients are worth having. Okay, so that's the problem. But how do we fix it? Well, it all starts with a massive mental shift, a huge one. The turning point happens when you stop thinking like an employee who gets paid by the hour and start thinking like a high-value consultant who's in charge of their own destiny. This right here, this is the entire shift in one image. Your real value isn't about how many hours you put in, it's all about the outcome you create for your client. I'm telling you, this is a total game changer. You're not selling your time anymore, you're selling a result. So what do we really mean by outcome? It's the real, tangible, and sometimes intangible value that you deliver. It goes so far beyond just ticking off tasks on a to-do list or spitting out a document. It's about what the client actually gets because you and your expertise were involved. And it really breaks down into these three things. The outcome you create is the clarity you bring to a super complex project, which helps them make way better decisions. It's the risk you spot and remove, which saves them from making huge, costly mistakes down the line. And it's the confidence you give them to actually move forward with their project. That is what the best clients are really paying for. All right, now for the fun part, the actionable stuff. Knowing your value is one thing, but actually building your business around it, that's another. The best consultants don't just chase hours, they build a strategic framework. And here it is. This is the framework, built on 3 solid pillars. First, you build powerful offers. You package your services based on the outcome, not the hours. Second, you set firm boundaries. You learn how to say no to all that noise and low-value stuff. And third, you intentionally select your clients. You actually create criteria to attract and work with the kind of partners who get it and who value what you do. And when you start putting these pieces together, that big mindset shift and this actionable framework, a really powerful transformation starts to happen. You finally begin to move away from that exhausting cycle of always being busy, but never really getting ahead. And that's the goal, right? This is where we want to get to. It's not about working less, not necessarily. It's about making sure the work you do is strategic, it's valuable, and you're getting paid what you're worth for it. It's about building a business that actually serves you. So to wrap this all up, let's make it real. I'm gonna leave you with this question. Just think about it for a second. Look at your week coming up. What is the one low-value, quick favor, or tiny job that you can just politely say no to, so you can make space for something better? Answering that question for yourself, that's your first real step out of the trap.